Welcome to Book Talk. I'm Winston. I like to read good books, and you should too. Today we are unboxing what I assume is the current printing of Castle Zagyg Yggsburgh from Troll Lord Games. Now this has a little bit of history behind it, and that's what we've got, along with an assortment of packing peanuts. Yay, there we go. Look at that. That is quite a thicker book than I had anticipated, actually. What do we have here? This is 250 pages or so. So this is the last book that Gary Gygax himself worked on. Of course, he was working with Troll Lord Stephen and Davis Chenault to help develop the Castles and Crusades game itself, and then he wrote a set of books that Troll Lord published, and then the Castle Zagyg setting was supposed to be the next one that he was working on. He finished this book, and I believe he started some of the others. It was supposed to be a 7-book series, and then of course Gary passed away before the series was completed. Oh, that's why it doesn't close. There's a packing peanut in it. So the Troll Lord printed the stock they had, and they kept the things in print until the copyright, until their license ran out, and the copyright, belonged, of course, to the estate, and the license to continue printing them was not renewed. It's been a few years later, and the estate is looking to reprint the books again. Yggsburgh is the first, the test case, as it were, and it's got the new copyright date on here, 2023, second printing down here at the bottom. But the way I understand it, everything else in the book is essentially the same, exactly the same as the original printing. So what is Yggsburgh? What is Castle Zagyg? Well, famously, Gary lost the rights to his campaign settings and even to his own name. He wasn't allowed to use the name Gygax in anything, and of course his Greyhawk campaign setting was property of TSR. So he took the ideas, and Castle Zagyg is Fooling Nobody is the continuation of that, and Yggsburgh is the town outside of the castle. We don't actually have any of the castle in this. What we do have is a massively detailed town, beginning with the setting and the history and the culture and the heraldry, the customs, the currency, the just insanely detailed pieces of this town. He breaks down the population. Here we go. The culture of Yggsburgh: population, social classes, dress, style, common names, the history of the area, the history of the culture. Let's see, the administration of the city. How is the city run? Crime and punishment, military law, military officer, law officer, monthly pay. Yeah, crazy amounts of detail here. We've got let's see, we're starting places of import. These are individual potential adventuring places described in the town, or just encounter areas would probably be a better description. There are 93 different encounter areas here, things like the River Rat Tavern, the Moat Gate, Administration and Records Hall, the City Jail, Yggsburgh Library, Chapel and Priory, the Lords and Gentlemen Club, environs. So this also includes about 1,500 square miles of environs around Yggsburgh. So we've got, what have we got here? About Oh, goodness. So, yeah, about 90 pages worth of environs of Yggsburgh. Villages of the Bald Hills, Broadview Valley, Coverdale, Dradville, Hillman Hamlet, Stonewick, Westfields. This looks fantastic. I have not gotten to read these books before. When the pre-order came out, they gave us, a PDF of the product was included in that. I haven't gotten nearly as far into it as I could have, but I'm looking forward to it. They're the Environs Encounters, The Cursed Mine, Snails, Shells, and Minnows. These look like little miniature adventures. Let's just go and flip over to those here in a little bit. And in the appendix, Developing the Buildings, Crime and Punishment, Random Encounters in the Urban Areas, Random Encounters in the Environs, Weather and Fauna, Local Domestic Animals, Magic Items, Monsters, Order of Battle, Optional Rules. Goodness gracious. So let's see, that's the appendix. That's too far. Let's look at some of these areas. Oh, yep, this is an encounter area. This is the Circle of Menhirs. What is this part of? The Unholy Ring Stones. So there apparently are standing stones in the area around Yggsburgh. That's interesting. Side of an ancient holy place. We have the Unholy Ring Stones. We have the Dell of the Ring Stones. And we have the Circle of Menhirs. And then descriptions of all of these. And there's a cairn with subterranean chamber, East Tomb. So not a fully detailed dungeon, but certainly a detailed enough adventure area that you can populate it with whatever you want. The first thing I notice about this book is this is fairly text heavy. That's not really a surprise. A lot of content there. Looking forward to getting into that. There's one of the maps. And of course it's in black and white, which is so easy on my eyes. Nice high contrast. Make that easier for me to read anyway. So I'm looking forward. Oh, good. Monsters. Here we go. The monsters in the appendix. What kind of monsters do we have in Yggsburgh and the environs? Huge catfish, cave bat, dryad, cyclops, giant clam, huge crayfish, gray dwarf, water giant, forest giant, green man. All right. These creatures are magically engendered bipedal vegetable life form. Cool. Pygmy lacedon, ghoul. Mummy shaman. Ooh. Giant leech, greater naiad, giant otter. Shadow penumbrate. Penumbrate shadow. Something like that. Huge pike, a garfish. Degenerate pygmy, oh my. Shadow pygmy, sea serpent. Huge snapping turtle, and of course an elder zorn. Oh goodness, it wouldn't be a falling camera without an elder zorn. It wouldn't be D&D 1 without an elder zorn, would it? Socioeconomic rules. Kind of flip through that. Broadview Valley, and then a fold-out map, and this looks like it is double-sided. All right, what have we got here? So this is, oh, and there it comes out. This is the town of Yggsburgh itself. Here, I had that upside down for the camera. There we go. There's the town of Yggsburgh, the Urt, and the Nemo. Yggsburgh Canal. Interesting. You can do, that's an interesting shape for a town. There's the Outs in. Very cool. And this would be the environs. Menhir Hills, Hiddendale. Well, it's on the map. Can't be that hidden. Mounded Island, the Great Leech Marsh. Wonder what lives there, right? This is very cool. I'm looking forward to getting into this. It is for the Castles and Crusades system, of course, since it's by Troll Lord Games. And let's see, this it just popped right out. No damage to the book. I'm just going to put this right back on there because this is just a little dab of rubber cement. Just going to put that right there until I can find a proper storage solution for the map. We'll just leave it in the book. Castle Zagyg from Troll Lord Games. I'm going to be interested to read this properly.